Subcommittee will come to order. I ask unanimous consent that the chair be authorized to declare recesses during today's hearing. Without objection, so ordered. I also ask unanimous consent that members not on the committee be permitted to sit with the subcommittee at today's hearing and ask questions. Without objection, so ordered. Good morning. Welcome to today's oversight hearing of the Railroads, Pipelines, and Hazardous Materials Subcommittee, entitled Amtrak Now and Into the Future. I'm glad we have a good crowd here, as I know there's something else of interest going on right now. And Mr. Crawford was I was saying it was very quiet in here, and I thought everyone was watching it on the impeachment hearing on their phone, and Mr. Crawford said, I think it's on the TV there in front of the witnesses, but I don't think it really is. But this is an important hearing that we're holding today. It's part of the subcommittee's continued work on Amtrak reauthorization and the surface transportation reauthorization. Both of these authorizations expire at the end of September of next year, so this is a critical time to be looking at the issues as we begin drafting this legislation. I'm a strong advocate for Amtrak service and passenger rail in general. I'm also frequently a passenger, as recently as when I was back home in the district last week. We need to make passenger rail work, and this will require a larger federal investment. But the reauthorization is not just going to be about providing more money, it will also be about making sure Amtrak is being run well. Because Amtrak recently has undertaken a lot of actions that have raised concerns, we'll be focusing on some of these concerns today. One concern is that Amtrak has made and continues to make significant cuts to its workforce, including cutting call center employees, food and beverage workers, station agents, and police officers. Last week, Amtrak informed the Transportation Communications Union that it's cutting an additional 89 jobs. Amtrak is even outsourcing call center jobs to a private contractor in Florida that pays the minimum wage, $7.25 an hour, with no benefits. This outsourcing is occurring after Amtrak closed the Riverside, California facility last year and told everyone that the jobs at the Philadelphia call center were safe. It's insulting for Amtrak to be cutting jobs when they say are not needed, then outsourcing the same jobs to low-wage, no-benefit contractors. Amtrak clearly has decided that the way to prosperity is to have its workers pay for it. This is not the way to run this railroad. Making customer interactions, food and beverage service, and police protections worse decreases Amtrak's attractiveness to potential riders. You do not get more riders or more revenue with a worse product. I look forward to hearing from the Transportation Trades Department, Transportation Communications Union, and Smart UTU today on how we start reversing this alarming trend and get back to a place where Amtrak treats its workers with the respect and dignity they deserve and gives passengers the quality service they deserve. Next, I want to turn to Amtrak's intentions regarding long-distance service. When Congress created Amtrak in 1970, it clearly intended the railroad to serve the whole nation. The word national is in Amtrak's official name. Amtrak's long-distance services are a critical economic lifeline to many small towns throughout the nation. Oftentimes, Amtrak service is the only connection these towns have and are especially relied on by those who cannot drive, including seniors. Amtrak tried to end the Southwest Chief service in 2018, and Congress roundly rejected it. Any proposal from Amtrak to end other long-distance train services will be met with similar congressional reaction. Finally, I remain focused on a big issue to my constituents in the Chicago region, Amtrak's stewardship of Chicago Union Station. Tens of thousands of my constituents take trains in and out of CUS every day. 90% of all passengers who pass through CUS are passengers of Metra commuter rail. Amtrak has had some major issues this year at CUS, including falling concrete at the station that hit a Metra train and a disastrous service outage in February that lasted through multiple rush hours. And this issue was solely Amtrak's fault. Improvements must still be made at Chicago Union Station. I believe the best way to do this would be for Amtrak to give up operational control of the station to ensure that its operations improve to a level that passengers deserve. I look forward to hearing from all of our witnesses on these issues as well as other issues like on-time performance. I want Amtrak to provide the quality rail travel that passengers deserve. I believe that we must all work together to provide that. I will now yield back and recognize Ranking Member Crawford for the opening statement.